Hello, my name is Sonali. Welcome back to another episode of Around the World. We have often heard from our ancestors that whenever two groups are entangled, a third party, weighing the profit and loss in the dispute, inevitably gets involved. These ancient sayings are still a part of our developed society, and global geopolitics is not immune to these intricate maneuvers. In recent days, the deteriorating security situation between Iran and Pakistan has created tension in the region. Clearly, for almost 3 years, the world has been engulfed in the flames of war, be it the Russia-Ukraine conflict or the Israel-Hamas struggle. These violent conflicts persist today. In this scenario, the regional tension poses a significant challenge for the world striving for peace. However, with the same urgency with which the conflict began, it has also cooled down. Since Iran and Pakistan have announced that they will resume diplomatic relations after recent airstrikes, extending the hand of friendship to each other. Putting a pause on the disputes, Iran's Foreign Minister Amir Abdollahian visited Pakistan, where he was warmly welcomed. Although the bitterness between the two countries is being credited to China for transforming into sweetness. In fact, China has entered the Iran-Pakistan dispute in a very diplomatic manner and played the role of a mediator between the conflicting parties. According to international affairs experts, after China's intervention, the situation between Iran and Pakistan appears to have normalized. In this context, is it imperative to ask why China jumped into the Iran-Pakistan dispute? What significance does China's mediation hold in this regional dispute? And amid all this, on what basis did China bring peace to the Iran-Pakistan conflict? In today's episode, we will explore answers to such questions. So let's start the discussion. Iran, located in Southwest Asia, is the second largest country in the Middle East and the 18th largest country in the world. Iran has land and sea borders with many countries, providing easy access to a lucrative market of over 300 million potentials. Iran is strategically located at the crossroads of major trade routes between Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, which provides businesses with access to larger consumer bases and markets. This makes Iran an attractive destination for businesses that want to expand their reach and access new markets. On the other side is Pakistan, which shares its border with 4 countries. It is bordered by India in the east, Afghanistan in the west, Iran in the southwest, and China in the northeast. The smallest part of its border is adjacent to China. It shares a large part of its international border with India. Let us go beyond the global map and look at the politics and strategy of both the countries. In fact, recently Iran carried out airstrikes on many Pakistani targets. In the last few days, Pakistan became the third country after Iraq and Syria where Iran attacked aggressively. This mutual conflict that started suddenly created a different picture at the international level. In light of recent developments, it was being speculated that this regional dispute could also escalate and a prolonged period of conflict would persist. However, that did not happen. China's entry into the Iran-Pakistan dispute plays out, and acting as a friend to both, it brings an end to the struggle. Well, this is not the first stance of China mediating in a conflict. Last year, China played a crucial role in the restoration of political relations between Saudi Arabia and Iran. In this context, China's involvement in Iran-Pakistan dispute holds several significant meanings. It is noteworthy here that these attacks have put China in a perplexing situation. On one side is Pakistan, its long-standing ally, and on the other side is Iran, with whom China aims to expand its influence in West Asia. It is evident that in recent years there has been a rapid growth in economic relations between China and Iran. China imports a significant amount of oil from Iran. Meanwhile, Iran relies heavily on China as its largest commercial partner. China is also assisting Iran in security and military cooperation. On the other hand, speaking of Pakistan, this country, somewhat isolated from the world, is considerably dependent on China, and China is actively involved in helping Pakistan overcome its economic challenges. The offer of China's mediation between Iran and Pakistan can be understood as a result of three factors. First, China is concerned about the security of its companies and citizens in this region. Notably, the crucial China-Pakistan Economic Corridor project is ongoing in this very region of Pakistan. Chinese companies are actively involved in various projects in Balochistan, such as the Sandak copper gold mine project by the China Metallurgical Group Corp. Other Chinese projects in Balochistan include the new Gwadar International Airport and a coal-based power plant. Any deterioration in relations between Iran and Pakistan could jeopardize the future of the CPEC project. Another aspect of China's mediation in this series is that it represents a version of China's new global order. Amidst the ups and downs in global politics, China has become more vocal on various issues, presenting a new ground with Chinese characteristics in international diplomacy. Before the tensions between Iran and Pakistan, China had offered a constructive role in the Ukraine crisis, showcasing this new phase of political change. Additionally, China's involvement in facilitating political relations between Saudi Arabia and Iran in this region is another example of China asserting itself on the diplomatic stage. It's noteworthy that China did not initiate dialogue but eventually emerged as a neutral mediator. This incident has given China the confidence to position itself as an intermediary between others. Furthermore, the third factor behind China's mediation offer is political vacuum in the region. While America has a presence in the Middle East of Asia, the withdrawal of American forces from the region and the reduced American influence in Afghanistan after the Taliban takeover have diminished America's impact. This has provided China with a golden opportunity to advance in this region. With America's departure, China not only finds it easier to lead political efforts in the Middle East, but also sees an opportunity emerging. From China's political perspective, any tension between Iran and Pakistan, especially in the Balochistan region, could be a matter of concern. So that's all in today's episode. See you in the next episode. But before that, let's note down a question based on today's story. Analyze China's growing influence in Middle East Asia. For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.